Bonjour, welcome Untitled TV. Je m'appelle Robert Fraser. This is Peugeot. This is Peugeot 308 touring wagon. And that sounds more like Macedonian than French. Today on Any Auto TV we have the Peugeot 308 touring wagon. This is the XSE model, 2 litre, diesel, 100 kilowatts, 7-seater. It's slightly longer than the hatchback version by about 100 millimeters in wheelbase and about 225 millimeters in overall length. And we're going to have a test and see what it's like compared to buying the normal hatchback. So let's have a look. Here we are sitting inside the Peugeot 308 touring wagon. And I guess the major differences between this and the 308 hatch is the fact that this one is about 100 millimeters longer in the wheelbase, about 225 millimeters longer in the overall body length. At 4.5 meters long, this is longer than you may expect, but it certainly looks smaller than that. They've done a great job with the styling actually. Inside it's typically Peugeot. Everything looks good, works well, everything's in its place. A few sort of French characteristics about it. One thing I've noticed in the driving position, for me to get the position right, what I have got is the top of the rim of the steering wheel sitting right across the instrumentation. So I'm basically cutting out viewing all of the fuel gauge and the temperature gauge. Now maybe it's just me the way I've got it set up, but that's where I'm comfortable driving and I don't get a clear view of all the instrumentation. This particular model is the XSE. It has the 2 litre diesel motor, which is an absolute gem really. It's about 100 kilowatts and about 320 newton meters at about 2000 revs. It's got an overboost facility that takes it up to about 340 newton meters of torque, and really it's mated beautifully to the 6-speed automatic transmission. This particular model has also the leather seats and the 7 seats, which is the extra 2 seats in the rear. It's about $1,100, $1,200 as an option. So overall, what you're looking at here is about early to mid 40s for a 7-seat family tourer. And I guess if you look at this car as a family wagon for mum, dad and 2 little kids, it makes an awful lot of sense. There's plenty of room for young children in the back in the individually sculpted seats. But what you also find is that the extra 2 seats in the rear, they're fine for little kids for very short distances, but as we said before, if you think of this as a family wagon, mum, dad, 2 little kids, it makes a lot of sense. If you think of it as a people mover, not so much. Because realistically, the 2 rear seats may as well not be there. And what it does, it takes up luggage space, which you can well use. One thing you really do notice in driving, and this is why I like driving diesel so much, is the torque just makes this a fantastic cruiser. On the freeway, it just cruises along beautifully, there's no stress at all in it. The gearbox works well, and it comes in around about 5.5 to 6 litres per 100 k's. So that's just fantastic really. There's not a lot to criticise the Peugeot 308. It's got all the acronyms in there: ABS, EBD, EBA, ESP, the traction control, the dynamic stability control. It's got airbags front, side and rear. It has got, which we'll show you later, a huge panoramic roof, which is just amazing. That's a lot of lighting and it's a lot of fun driving with it open when it's raining too. Well, that's it from Any Auto TV and the Peugeot 308 touring wagon. At around $42,000, $43,000 for the top of the line plus options. This makes great sense for a mum, dad and 2 little kids as a station wagon. Plenty of room, drives well, it's got that European flair about it. Well worth having a look at if you're in that market. We'll see you next time on Any Auto TV.